Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom. Today I'm showing you a lower body workout that began with some Hatfield squats, and this is when they're assisted. You could see the band pegs out in front of you, and I said let me build up to a heavy single. I still think there was some weight left there, some weight left on the table, some gains left on the table. But not every workout has to be balls to the wall. There you have 505. Here is 560, I believe, if I did the math correct, for one. Very nice single. I like how the Hatfield squat feels like a mixture between a machine and a free weight. I like how it gets you used to having obscene amounts of weight on your back. I just decided to drop down after my heavy single to do a set of 3 to 5. This also helps with your groove, your squat groove. Once you have this exercise dialed in, you will be able to put a lot of weight on your back. Then I did 2 sets of freestanding Zercher squats. These are a good variation. However, I like them more so as an assistance exercise. I like doing Zerchers off pins for max effort exercises. It's just my personal preference, just because the time under tension is higher, and I really don't like walking out weights. I easily can try and deadlift it off the floor, but then I'd rather just unrack it at that point. Then once my first 2 exercises were done, I moved on to some Zercher deadlifts for the hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and like lower body flexibility in general. I do want to be able to do this with much straighter legs eventually, but these are basically good mornings on steroids. The range of motion here is so great. The lower back stretch that you get is much greater than a normal good morning. And I bounced back and forth between that and glute ham raises, which basically made this portion of my workout very hamstring and posterior chain dominant or focused, whatever you want to call it. I did 3 sets of 10 to 15 for the glute ham raises, and then for the Zercher deadlifts, what did I do? I think it was just like 3 sets of 10, but I wanted to focus on quality range of motion. I didn't want to sacrifice form or range of motion for reps. That's an exercise where I feel like range of motion is going to be key. Not so much, not so much the weight. So instead of unracking it from the rack, because it would get in the way of my glute ham raise setup, I figured let me just squat these off the floor, which made me think, hey, maybe Zercher deadlifts could be on the menu, like where I'm squatting it right off the floor, or I could come up with some funky upper back variations. That made me think, hey, you know what, I got some good stuff cooking in the pipes here. This is really good if you're any type of wrestler, grappler. I could even see the applications for a football player, but contact sports, that's a great exercise. Anything Zercher related is great for contact sports in general. Then my second set, I did 3 sets total of each. I only filmed 2 of glute ham raises. You always want to make sure you're getting your legs as straight as possible on glute ham raises, and I'm actually going to make a video where I'm going to talk about how I actually think glute ham raises are better than Nordics. Then I just decided to fuck around, and I said, let me combine neck and traps at the exact same time. I didn't really like it. I'd rather just do them separately in a superset. I just didn't like doing them standing because the weight was like dragging up against my body. So I finished off doing some seated neck extensions. I like the slight lean forward. And then I finished off with some kettlebell shrugs. I used to shit on high rep shrugs a lot. I'm going to make a video on why I was very misguided when it came to those. And then I had something that was unfilmed, walking lunges, 4 sets of 15 to 20. Just keeping my assistance work very high rep, low rest, just really breaking down the muscle. And that's the breakdown, and as always, have yourself a great day, ladies and gentlemen.